Okay, so I've actually done something a little different there. I've shown you the title on that little piece of paper, and I'm now showing you the minifigures and revealing a little bit more of this video, and that's because while I was trying to speak, which I actually cut out, I choked on spit, which I tend to do actually. Sorry if that's a little gross to anyone, but it's something that's actually pretty common with me. I tend to choke on spit. But don't worry, I'm fine. Just that's happened to a few other YouTubers. Like, I know Markiplier, during his playthrough of the original Five Nights at Freddy's, he ended up choking on spit. So, yeah, it's just something to note. I'm not alone. But for the characters that you may recognize from Lego Chima, I'm actually just going to not explain them, since fans will know their names. And I imagine only fans would be watching this video. For anybody new, I might post another variation of this video with their names. Not sure. But I'm gonna actually give my throat a break, because I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I did a number on it. I did a number on it when I was clearing it out. So for any characters that you know, I'll just skip through and then cut to the next character. I'll only explain characters that have some customization to them or are completely custom. Alright? Alright. Okay, this one might confuse some people. Why do you have two Lavals? Well, this is the fire variation. You can notice the Phoenix torso. And the brown for most of the little thing he has on his head. Not sure what you call that, but yeah, it's just a variation to confuse a few people, so I thought I'd mention it with words. Shadowind, also known as Lavertus, is kind of custom because I didn't find the original legs. I just found some legs that were close. I think his original legs are in storage, but still looks pretty much the same. Okay, Cragar is slightly customized because this was the variation that came in the Legend Beast pack, and I removed his armor to make him look a little more show accurate, and I gave him the ginormous spear. Like, look at this thing. It actually doesn't really fit on camera that well because it's so big. Okay, one thing I need to note here. Cruller, my Cruller came with Crawley's head, but as you can see, I did some customizing for her little nose piercing right there. And I gave her the pink head scales. And honestly, I think this head works a lot better than the original did, because it matches the rest of the color, and it doesn't, like, go away from it, kind of like Cragar does, even though I love Cragar. Crawley is slightly custom, just because his original torso was too, how do you put this, scratched up. So I used that one for a custom, which you'll see later. Oh, and I did just realize, the last minifigure I showed you, he does have an official name. His name is Crockenberg. It's never stated anywhere, except for, I know, Just Two Bricks' video regarding the Crocodile Tribe Battle Pack set, but he does have a name. And this is a crocodile sniper that I created. It's just one of the classes of crocs that I'm going to have for my upcoming army, which I'm continuously building. So expect a collection video at some time. Speaking of snipers, here's another class of crocs, and it is assassins. Notice the swords, and any crocodile with Crominus's torso that doesn't have the gold on top of the head, that's basically an assassin. I'm trying to get lots of variations. So I got one with Cragar's head. Plan to have one that has a male head underneath and Cruller's head on top to make it a bit of a stylish boy. Then a straight up female variation with Cruller's head. And then possibly a few more variations. Not sure if I'll make a Krug variation. I might. Okay, now you're probably saying, what the heck is this? What's up with the legs? Well, this is actually a notable variation of Krug that shows up in the very first episode of Chima. And it's noticeable because of, for one, the sort of leaves on here, which I thought that's a decent color to replicate it. Looks really close, and you probably not even see it, but I rubbed some black paint on there to make his bottom jaw look rusty, and I nicknamed this variation Rusty. Get it? Alongside the Crocs, I have a whole new tribe entirely named the Alligators. Here is their leader, General Og. Looks really cool. He's one of the alligators that wears a lot of clothes. Like, notice that he's got a black shirt and some black pants. Kind of looks like someone from The Walking Dead. Almost included this guy with the Crocs, but this is Scar. He's actually a crossbreed between an alligator and a crocodile. You can actually see he's got two sets of jaws underneath that huge scar. And he's just all really scratched up and has specks of brown all over the place, including an entirely brown arm on the side. You see, there he is. And different colored hands, so he's very beat up, but he has also earned the right to wear notable heavy armor, because he is a very experienced warrior. And all these alligators will be featured in a fan series I'm going to create called Realm Wars, and this is supposed to be Cragar's girlfriend in that series. Al is the alligator, the only female one. See, it's basically Cruller's torso, but instead of pink, I went with a blue color, which I feel like turned out really nice. She's got a bit of an open mouth posture, which I'm a big fan of, and a nice axe. If you're wondering what I did for Eris, I basically added a neck bracket piece and a 1x2, I believe, tile, and just clipped the wings on the back. It makes the back jut out a bit more, and there's a noticeable thing back here, but there's no other way to do it without putting on the armor, so this is more accurate to the show, even if this is the armored variation. And she's got her little fighting staff. And silly me, I forgot to show this guy off while I was in the crocodile tribe. This is actually another guy I'll be featuring in a stop motion, and this is actually who I made Cruller's boyfriend. His name is Zedler. I've made a few incarnations of this guy actually in Lego, and this one is way more beast-like, way more animal. I put the torn cape on. I plan to get a torn cape for every variation. He's got just a lonely sword with nothing in it. Really just makes him seem like a slasher type villain. Check him out. Alright, now we're into the tribes that only have one member. And this is actually a full-on custom figure. This is a custom of my dog, Diamond. Hey, look at that. This is the closest color I had to Diamond, so it's not going to be too accurate, but it does have some really nice paint. She's got, like, war paint on her face. A little wrench. And the torso is actually from Gorzan. I just repainted it to be a little bit more female-like. And I swapped the legs out with one of those pieces there. And yeah, Diamond's a really nice minifig. I like how she turned out. Bit of customization here. I just realized the arm, and of course the weapon, because I couldn't find his hollow arm, but there's Sir Fangar. So this is a bat, and note the feet are actually broken on this one, so it can't really stand up. And War is in his fire look.